Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on AWS CloudFormation. So in this demo, we will create a CloudFormation template, launch a CloudFormation stack, update the stack, test the deployed resources and clean up all the resources created by CloudFormation. So for first step is to create a CloudFormation stack. So I have logged into AWS console. I am in the North Virginia, US East 1 region. I will search for CloudFormation. Click CloudFormation and click on Create Stack. So you can choose an existing template, use a sample template or build from Application Composer. So in this case, we'll choose an existing template. The template can reside in S3 or you can upload from your local machine or you can sync from Git. So we'll choose upload a template file and then we will have to choose the file. So if I go back to demo, there is a sample template file. And this is a YAML file. So CloudFormation, as you know, will help you create, destroy or update resources based on a code language. So in this case, we are using YAML, but you can use JSON as well. So herein I have one resources. So this resources I am saying create a security group, and in this security group allow this particular port 80 on TCP protocol. And it should allow traffic from anywhere, so 000/0. So we will create one security group and then we will create one EC2 instance, and herein we have to just specify image ID because this is a mandatory value. So I know this particular AMI ID exists in US East 1. So if you are deploying your CloudFormation in some other region, make sure you check out the AMI ID. So I'll just show you how to do that. So if you search for EC2, open that in a new tab and just click on launch instance. So under free tier eligible, you can see this particular AMI ID which is C85 and I am in US East 1, but this will change based on the region. So my AMI ID is matching. Apart from that, it is referring this particular security group. So this will create security group and it will put EC2 instance under that, inside that, and it will open this particular so this will allow us to create a web server. So then I am passing in user data, and this user data will get initialized when the EC2 launches first time. And what it is doing, it is running all this command. So it is doing a yum update, then it is installing Apache web server, and it is enabling the web server service, and finally it is creating this particular content inside this default file of web server. So after everything spins up, we can go and check the public DNS or the public URL of this particular Apache web server, and we should be able to test a running web server. And we are not doing anything manually, we are just using CloudFormation. So I'll copy this code and I will just paste in a local file. I'll just name, you can name whatever you feel like. It should be just make sure that you put YAML so that you have some syntax highlighting. I'm using Visual Studio Code, and I will save this. So I go back to CloudFormation and click choose file. So it is in my desktop folder, so I'll take the file, then click next. So it is just validating the file. It is just saving it to this particular S3 US East 1 CF templates. So and you have to assign a stack name. So we have done all this step. So I'll just call this web app stack. Paste it, and in the so I'll just show you. So herein I am providing a default value T2 micro, but I am letting user to pick a value out of these three values. So if I come, so default is T2 micro, but if I just click this, I can choose one of it. So I'll just go ahead with T2 micro. Click next. Keep all the values as default. Stack failure options, roll back all stack resources in case it fails, there is a failure. And advanced option, you can definitely take a look. stack policy, there is no stack policy. Rollback configuration, notification options, and stack creation options. So this will come handy. Let's say you want notified if the stack is successful, or if there is a update happen and you want to monitor some events. Click next, and keep this. You can just review and create all the values which you have provided, and then click submit. So as soon as you click submit, it will start creating events. So it will start like create in progress, all those things. I'll just close this so I have more space to look at, and just keep it here. So this will take some time, so I'll just pause the video and come back when it is finished. So after a minute or so, the stack has gone to create complete status, and I can check all the events. So it has one web server which is create complete, and there is a web server security group which is also create complete. So we have seen all this, and then we should check out the resources. So under this you will have first tab stack info, so all the stack related information. Events we have already seen. Resources is what is there in your template, CloudFormation template. So in my template I have specified that I want to create two resources. One is in EC2 instance and second one is security group. So both are showing as complete. Then we have outputs. So this is a URL of the Apache web server. So because in the template I am saying that it should output this particular value. So because I have put the code like this, that's why it is showing this particular value. Okay, then if there are any parameters, so instance type E2 micro, and this will show the whole template. So in case somebody else in your team has created a CloudFormation template or created a stack, you can just check out the template from this template tab, and then change sets, and then git sync. So anyway, resources we have checked out, and then if you go to outputs, you can just right click this URL and you will see hello world from CloudFormation, because as per the code it should create this in the Apache web server index.html file. So we have seen outputs and we have tested it. Now I will update the CloudFormation stack. So creation is done, and now let's see if I update or add some resource. So for this I have to go to the stack and click update, and then add in some code. So I'll take this code. This code is exactly the same. Only thing I am adding is, so we have seen there is an EC2 and there is a security group. Now I am adding a S3 bucket, and in the output section I am just saying output the name of S3 bucket. So I'll copy the whole code. So you will see this one total 44 lines. So I'll just replace the whole thing, and now it is 51 lines, and this is the two lines which is added to create S3 bucket, and these 3 lines are to output the bucket name. So I'll just save this file. So I go to stack info. So anyway, yes, I can go directly to update and use existing template. Sorry, it should be replace existing template, and just upload a template file because it is on local machine. Choose file. I take the file and click on next. So this time also you can change the instance type, but I will stick with the old one only. And if you want to add tags or something, or then roll back all stack resources, stack failure options in case of a failure. So only this will apply in case there is a failure. Then click next. and review and create. Click submit. So this is doing an update. So just I refresh. This should be fast because we are just creating the S3 bucket. So CloudFormation is smart enough to know whether there is a change in the resources, existing resources. So it will keep track whether it has created a resource and is there any change. So let's say I change from T2 micro to T2 medium, the EC2 instance type. Only in that situation it will delete and recreate a new one, because that update cannot happen in place. So it is saying update complete and creation complete of this bucket. So now if I go to the resources tab, I should see all my resources. So we have seen all this, and check events and resources and output. So in the outputs there should be a S3 bucket name. So it follows this particular naming convention, where is the stack name and the resource name, and then followed by some random number, because we have not specified the S3 bucket name by ourselves. So at this point you can actually check out these resources. So this way, if you just directly click, it will open a new tab, and you can check out the EC2 instance which is running. Same thing here, the security group, and lastly the bucket. And at this point this should also work fine. So if I just refresh, so the IP should not change. So if I click refresh, so it is still loading. So that confirms that it has not destroyed and created a new one. So it is smart enough to know that there is no change, so it should keep as it is. Okay, finally we'll just clean up all the resources. So in this case we just have to delete the CloudFormation stack. So I go to the stack and click on delete. So delete initiated. So if I go to events tab, so okay, so it was very fast because delete complete. And I can go ahead and check out the resources. So as you can see, because S3 bucket can be deleted in a second, it's just immediate. Security group also is just an object, so it's deleted. And the last one, EC2, because it has to shut down and then terminate. So I can just go to EC2 instance, which is already open in this particular tab. And if I just click refresh, so it is showing as shutting down. And it will, after a few seconds, it will go to terminate and you will not be charged anything. So that is the advantage of using CloudFormation. As we see, I just have to delete the stack and it has automatically deleted all the resources. So in other demos, I have to create all the resources and keep track myself what resources I have created and then delete. But here in the advantage, I don't have to do that. It will keep track. It will update if there is any change, and deletion is so there is an end-to-end application lifecycle process. So we have verified event history and S3 bucket deletion, security group deletion, and this should be terminated. So if I just click here also, refresh, and so that has gone. And if I come at here again, so no security group because that got deleted, and I'll just refresh once again, so terminate. And that's all. Thanks for watching.